Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have a little bit of news, not really too much, but there was some exciting Mattel stuff that was just unveiled, so I wanted to show you guys. So, as always, let's get to it. The very first thing I want to show you guys is from Candid Sculpts, as they just recently finished the sculpt of their Boreal Pelta. The sculpt is in 1/20th scale, it is about 10 inches long, and the price is $100 US, and that is not including shipping. And from these images of the kit assembled but unpainted, you can see how beautiful it looks really. The sculpt on this is fantastic, and I don't believe too many people have tackled the Boreal Pelta as far as resin kits that I know of so far, so it's nice to see Candid Sculpts pulling one out, as they usually deliver an incredible product, and that is exactly what I see here. And just for a little bit more temptation, they recently started to paint one, and this is the nearly finished painted version of their Boreal Pelta, and looking at it nice and painted with beautiful reddish tones like we now know the dinosaur had all over it, you can see how incredible this is. Maybe one of, if not the best, sculpts from Candid Sculpt so far, so that really speaks volumes overall as to how beautiful of a job they did on this Boreal Pelta. So if you are interested in picking this up, I will leave a link in the description to where you can contact Candid Sculpts on Facebook. The next thing I have is from Chronicle Collectibles. As a lot of you probably know, if you follow the Chronicle line, you'll know that a few years ago they had put up some images and a pre-order for their Indominus Rex, which was part of the final battle, or at least that's what they're terming it. Well, they have officially unveiled the Tyrannosaurus Rex now that goes with the final battle. Unfortunately, however, they have stated that they will not be including Blue, which is very odd because he was kind of an essential part of the battle at the end of Jurassic World. However, I still think that the two of these together looks incredible. And honestly myself, I've been a little down on Chronicle over the last few years because after their initial run, I realized how poorly the paint application on a lot of their statues was turning out, and it kind of seemed to be a trend that wasn't really going away, and I don't think that it has fully been corrected quite yet. However, I feel like maybe they are heading in the right direction, but their prototypes always look fantastic, and again, that's exactly what I see here. As far as the sculpt of the Rex, it might be the best Jurassic Park style Rex I've ever seen. Overall, it really has that beautiful, very healthy Rexy look. But that's actually one thing that might be a little bit of a downside to some people as far as this statue goes, because when Jurassic World took place, this is not how Rexy looked. Rexy was kind of old, thin, sick looking. She didn't look young and healthy like I kind of feel like this version of Rexy looks. She also didn't have such vibrant colors on her, as the browns on this are really nicely done. In Jurassic World, she was kind of faded and looked very, very sickly and old like I had stated before. So as far as accuracy goes, you're not really going to find this here as far as looking like it looked in the films when it comes to this battle. However, as far as a Jurassic Park Rex goes, I feel like it is incredibly well done. Absolutely beautiful, nice pose, wonderful sculpt, and the paint application of this one specifically is probably the best paint I've seen on a Chronicle Rex so far. I don't know how well the actual factory released version will turn out, but if it's anything like this, I would be super psyched to have this in my collection. I will include a link to the pre-order for you guys down in the description. I believe it is $799.99 for the pre-order of the dinosaur, and of course you can always take advantage of the Chronicle Collectibles payment plans to make it a little easier and more affordable on yourself. And then from Mattel, I recently found out that the Savage Strike, Postosuchus, and Pachycephalosaurus are actually showing up in stores, and they are showing up in Kmart's of all places, but unfortunately they were only found in Australia so far. I don't know when they'll actually start to show up in the United States, but actually seeing them in store in hand is reassuring news. It's definitely exciting knowing that they will be coming soon. Entertainment Earth kind of gave everyone a scare when it comes to that Pachycephalosaurus, as they recently canceled just a ton of orders that people had in for it, and everybody assumed it was going to be canceled because Entertainment Earth straight out told everyone that it was canceled. However, they clearly were incorrect, and this is still being released. We just know that as of right now, it's only in Australia. Hopefully it'll start showing up in other places very soon. And thanks to Collect Jurassic, we officially have new images of some Mattel figures coming out, and the very first one that we have to show you here is the brand new Tyrannosaurus Rex. I believe it's the Roaring or Epic Roaring. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a new Rex coming out from Mattel, and as far as that paint application goes, I really, really like it. I feel like that's the closest paint job we've had to what the Jurassic World T-Rex actually looks like in the line. Previously, the Bite and Fight version I felt like was the best paint scheme, close to the original Jurassic Park Rex, but this is probably the closest to the Jurassic World version, which is really cool now to see them get a closer paint scheme to that figure. I really think it looks fantastic, but let's hope that the actual factory released version looks similar to this, because from time to time Mattel's paint schemes do tend to change a little bit when it comes to the prototypes to the actual factory product. But as of right now, I think this Rex looks beautiful, and I really can't wait to learn more about it. We also have a new image of the upcoming Super Colossal Indominus Rex, and man, does this look incredible. It looks very similar to the current Indominus that we have out from Mattel, but look at those nails on the hands. Man, those things look sharp, and the teeth look great, and just in general, the fact that this is going to be a Super Colossal Indominus is insane. I cannot wait to get a hold of this. If you are like me and you've been collecting the Super Colossal figures as they come out, you're kind of probably running out of room in your house, but when it comes to an Indominus Rex that's as beautiful as this, it just kind of has to be a part of your collection. It is incredible looking. Then we have a Primal Pal Indominus, which we had actually previously seen an image of, and I really think it looks quite awesome. It's nice to see that Mattel is really focusing on the Indominus quite a bit, because at first we were kind of wondering how many Indominus figures we were really going to get, because we had only received the minifigure, but now this is like the fourth if you count the minis. I guess actually more than that, because there were a few different variants of the Indominus mini. But as far as this Primal Pal Indominus goes, I really think it's beautiful, very nicely sculpted, and adorable overall. Again, another surefire pickup for me. And then you have this awkward looking creature. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. I'd assume an Indominus yet again with a compy on its back, but I don't really know what exactly this is supposed to be. However, it was unveiled by Collect Jurassic recently on their website, and it does seem to be some sort of a Jurassic World figure. Again, I'm not entirely sure. It almost looks like the older Americanized Godzilla Zilla, which is sort of a similar appearance to this, but again, I don't really know exactly what this is, but I did want to show you guys regardless. And then we also have brand new images from the New York Toy Fair, again thanks to Collect Jurassic, and as you can see, looking straight away, there is a plethora of new figures down here for us to check out. We've got a really cool looking Ceratosaurus, which I am beyond excited for, because the Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 is one of my favorite dinosaurs in the franchise overall. You can also see that there is a Mosaurus down there, a repainted one, which I think personally looks a lot nicer than the previous version. There's some sort of an Ankylosaurus. I don't really know much of anything on a lot of these figures, as we haven't received any real information so far on them other than these images from Collect Jurassic. We've got a nice green Velociraptor down there, a Protoceratops, but the Protoceratops looks like the same one that we've had previously. You've also got a bluish or purplish and red type of a Velociraptor. I'm not entirely sure as the image is a little further away. We've also got a really nice looking green Baryonyx, and then we also have a repainted Parasaurolophus, which I would imagine might be a Soundstrike figure. Then we've got a few more of the Snap Squad over here, one of which being an Ankylosaurus. I could see a Mosasaurus, a little Triceratops, which is super exciting now to have some herbivores, by the way, and then I think a Carnotaurus, I'm not entirely positive, and then a new Stegosaurus as well with a beautiful grayish paint scheme there. We can also see the Primal Pal Indominus. The Carnotaurus actually appears to potentially be a battle damage version, which it's kind of lazy battle damage just to put some blood marks on the face, but regardless, anytime I can get a new Carnotaurus, I am excited about it. The Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Super Colossal Indominus that I previously went over. Then we have another image showing quite a few of the current Primal Attack figures that are out already, and then I believe this one here might be the Irritator. I'm not 100% sure, because it hasn't actually been named by Mattel quite yet, or at least I haven't heard anything as far as what the name would be, but it definitely looks like the Irritator to me, so I'm assuming that's what that is, and regardless, it is really beautiful as well. I really like the blues on it, the fantastic browns, everything on this figure looks incredible as well. However, one thing to note is an incredible Majungasaurus back there. I can clearly tell that's exactly what that is, and wow, does that look absolutely incredible. This is definitely going to be my favorite Jurassic World figure. I can call that right now because it looks beautiful. The paint application, the sculpt, Everything on this is absolutely insane. Majungasaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and I will easily be purchasing 2 of these immediately. One, of course, to keep original and own, but one also to repaint, which I will also definitely be keeping because that figure looks beyond fantastic. But regardless, as of right now, this is all we've learned from the toy fair, but I'm certain more images are to come. Again, thanks to Collect Jurassic for these images and the updates as far as what figures they are unveiling. It's super exciting right now to be a fan of Jurassic and the Jurassic line, and the New York Toy Fair is definitely reassuring us of that. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I have. When more info comes out from the New York Toy Fair, I will be sure to update you guys for sure on the channel, so keep checking back to the channel. I will definitely be updating you as the weekend goes on, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.